Alicia Thompson, and she writes the absolute best rom-coms. Like, nothing has ever read the way that her books do. They are so good. And I think that you need to read them. But the last book she released was called The Art of Catching Feelings, and it is about a woman who goes to a baseball game and has very good seats. And it is also the day that her divorce became final, so she has a bit to drink and starts heckling the players. And she says a very silly heckle about Winnie the Pooh and the player, and then he cries, which sounds super terrible, especially because the heckler and that baseball player end up falling in love. But it was fantastic, and I think that everybody needs to read it. My current read is called Bear, Bear, by Julia Phillips. I'm not super far into it yet, so I don't really know where this is going. Other than that, it is an amazing story about the bond between two sisters, and that it does involve an actual bear. So there is a real bear involved in this story. It's not just called Bear for the fun of it. Choose Bear. And when I am done with that, and sort of in between that, I'm kind of reading two things right now. I also have the Omega Trials Part 1 by Summer O'Toole, who I have talked about before. She wrote the Fox Family Crime Syndicate series that I'm obsessed with. And this is my first Omegaverse, officially.